Mariachi music is so important to the Mexican culture because it's a huge source of pride, identity. Mexicans are very patriotic.
Your Mariachi Rams!
It's very special. Almost like if you see a Mexican flag, when you see the mariachi, it's almost the same thing. It's happiness. It's alegría, as we would say in Spanish.
Vamos, Rams! Vamos, Rams!
I knew I was going to be a musician since the age of 3. That's all I heard around my house. I'm the youngest of 8. All my older brothers are musicians also, mariachi musicians. So my grandfather, my great-grandfather, it goes back about 7 or 8 generations, believe it or not. The first time I had the opportunity to form my own group was in 1981, which was Mariachi Sol de Mexico, who to this day still performs here at our place, and 43 years now. And the group got a lot of notoriety, I think the music that we were playing was so fresh and new for the 80s, Everybody was so used to hearing traditional mariachi. So we had our special sound. The second group was in 1994, was the first all-female mariachi group in the nation, in America. I needed to put a group together that little girls could look up to, and say, they aspire to become part of that group one day.
I can't remember a time not wanting to be a part of Mariachi Reina. I grew up and I saw my dad perform and my uncles, and I knew when I saw that there was a space for women and that there was an all-women's group, I was like, that's what I want to do. That's something I am going to work for. So that's been my whole life, is getting to prepare myself for Mariachi Reina.
They now form part of the Smithsonian Institute, the history of the United States, because they changed Latina culture here in the United States.
And we know that we're inspiring other little girls as well to play their instruments, work hard, and maybe one day become part of Mariachi Reina.
The idea of Mariachi Rams came during a meeting that I had with the Rams organization.
We were thinking about ways to evolve our sort of music presence in stadium and find a signature sound that was going to be authentic to us and not a force fit, and certainly something that's very relevant and special to the city of Los Angeles and the culture. So we concepted, what about our very own house mariachi band?
They showed me a video of a mariachi playing the national anthem at the LA Coliseum. She goes, this is, we want this, at SoFi. I go, well, that's us playing. Oh, that's you, yeah, that's you. I go, why don't you let me just form a mariachi for you, maybe for the Rams, Mariachi Rams or something. Oh, really? You could do that? I go, yeah, I could do that. I go, I'll get them together for you.
I remember getting the call from Santiago. He called me up saying the maestro himself, Jose Hernandez, was forming a group for the NFL Rams, and I was in disbelief, honestly. Why would they have a mariachi and representing an NFL organization? It didn't make any sense at first.
So we started rehearsing, and then they tell us, all right, well, you're gonna play at the LA Coliseum for the first game of the season. So all of us were doing this for the first time, and we didn't know what to expect. Just watching people's reactions as they walked past us as we're walking in, it was like, wow, like people were like taking pictures and, okay, this is cool. Like, now how's the NFL crowd gonna react to us? We were a little nervous about that. And the first quarter break was our moment. So the clock's winding down, 10, 9, they're in our ears. You guys ready? Yeah, all right. All right, you're on. Now, Mariachi Rams, for the first time, we start, the crowd just went nuts. The way the crowd reacted was like amazing, and it's just been an incredible ride.
As we were talking to our fans, how does it go? And what do you think? What would you like to hear more of? And there were 2 words, Mas Mariachi. Mas Mariachi. Perfect.
For me, it's very important, that the NFL supported Mexican music, because a lot of Mexicanos, a lot of Latinos, they love football. They love football. They think, oh, they only like soccer. No, they love football.
You wouldn't expect to see mariachi in an NFL game, and I feel like people have really embraced us.
Yeah, I understand why they call it Ramilia, we're family,
I see people from all backgrounds who come up to us, and Rams fans, we get all the fans. The 49er fans, the Raider fans, they all come up and want to take pictures with us. There's people there who speak Spanish, there's people who don't speak Spanish. They might not know what we're saying in the lyrics, but they feel it.
The great thing about Mariachi Rams is that they have adjusted their repertoire, not to only traditional mariachi music, to hear them do Carlos Santana, Oye Como Va, and then to, California Love, and then to do Bidi Bidi Bom Bom, It's something that's very much LA, They really adapt to the LA crowd.
One more time. So the Mariachi Heritage Society was founded by Jose Hernandez, and we have the opportunity to go to schools around Los Angeles and Orange County and teach mariachi music to students of all ages from kindergarten through high school.
We've taught thousands and thousands of kids. Right now we're in 30 schools.
It's a big responsibility because a lot of students, growing up in the States, you may or may not have a household that acknowledges the culture that you're a part of. So being able to provide an outlet for them is super important and super special, and a way for them to connect with their culture.
When I think of sharing this music, I think of my mom because she's from Mexico, so she's the only one in my household that spoke Spanish. When I was 4, I remember she was learning English with me, right? So when I play this music and I'm singing Spanish and I'm singing songs that she grew up listening to, it's something very beautiful that we're able to share. So when we share these songs with these kids, I'm able to see the look on their parents, the look that my mom gives me, and it's something very beautiful.
Mariachi doesn't have like a generation gap. The grandmother will tell the granddaughter, say, hey, what you're singing is what I used to sing when I was a little kid. If the music, it goes back 150 years, 200 years. The songs connect. It's music, it's what they say. It's a universal language. For me, it's like a dream come true.